Hey, YouTube campers, it's Bob the Smoky Bear here. Uh, this is in a series, number 5 of my Yurt glamping business um, videos. So it's basically the last one, but I'll probably have more. But in particular, it's just this 5-step process I had. Um, this is the last one, and this is called it's called perception. So um, basically, I'm gonna talk about where where I'm going, so to speak, from the point of having established my business and run into some glitches and whatever, but just kind of just share my experience and so forth. Um, so let me backtrack a little bit. Explain, re-explain, whatever. In the beginning, I talked. The first step is about your purpose, and in that, I elaborated on my purpose for starting this business. It was back in whenever COVID started. I was a sales rep for a book company. The sales went south, so to speak, and I was let go from my position, um, which was a good thing because I'm 63 now, and that was whatever 3 years ago. And I had planned on summer retiring, um, so I retired early. It was great. So when COVID hit, they let me go, and I had been doing um, Airbnb in the past, so it was a kind of a kick in the butt, so to speak, to get back out there and set up a different scenario. I was running Airbnb out of my home, a basement apartment thing, and then we moved, and I live more in the woods now. So I decided I was going to set up this yurt glamping business. Loved yurts and tenting, and as I think I mentioned, um, this whole video thing is more about the economical side of it, and later on I'll talk something about the spiritual side of it, which has to do with my perception. And so, yeah, so we got the ball rolling, set up shop, built everything, put on a platform, had different. I'll probably put together some pictorial thing here, whatever. I'll come up with something else just to kind of show you how things progressed. But from, like I said, from an economical point of view, uh, that was, didn't have a whole lot of money, and was looking to take this in a different direction than glamping, but um, in terms of working with Airbnb. But because I have the land, and I figured it was somewhat of a no-brainer, I could set up stuff. So, anyways, that's what I did, or that's why we got this channel going. So, yeah, everybody that's thrown curveballs in their life, different things, COVID was my curveball, or was all of our curveballs, so to speak. And so, the always question is, when life gives you lemons, what do? Make lemonade. Or in my case, I made a yurt glamping business. And, oddly enough, I think one of my first customers or campers was a woman. She was going to school in where I live, one of the schools here, and she invited her parents and sister or whoever just to spend a couple hours at my yurt, just to be out in the woods and enjoy nature and, you know, feel free to gather and whatever. But that's all they did. I think they had a campfire and maybe cooked wieners or marshmallows. I don't know what they did, but anyways, they didn't camp overnight. They just came, and I think they did it 2 or 3 times, if I'm not mistaken. And it was during COVID. It was like beginning of COVID, anyways, or whatever. It was during COVID, and then so yeah, so the whole camping thing was, like I said, it was fantastic because people were looking to escape um, and get out. And I mean, people are still today very much love, especially being the summer here and everything. So, anyways, um, so yeah, set up shop and was looking to expand. Was working on a second. I had sort of set up a second outfit or a second campsite, uh, and was trying to determine maybe a third one. But where I live, I didn't want to attract uh, too much attention, so to speak, with my neighbors and so forth, and just a zillion cars at my house. I didn't really have they just parked in the driveway, just whatever. But so yeah, so I think I might have mentioned in the past, my wife is from Romania. So after a year and a half stint, whatever, here, we had decided to we go like every other year to a country. And so we were looking to go for about a month in the height of the summer. And so I had a friend cover for me, and in terms of people coming in and so forth, and switching out or cleaning and so forth. So so I had all my business there. Well, oddly enough, just before I left or was leaving, I was served notice by the town where I live. The code enforcement officer said, Mr. Garrity, you are in violation of code. You need to shut down your operations until you get up to code. Well, code for them meant means for them to have a whole like septic design system at least made up, and possibly put in a whole nother septic. I had one site at least. Well, two. But anyways, two sites. Okay. I had an outhouse, and I was working on getting more of a composting type thing. They wouldn't even allow for that. Not even composting, So, here I am, day before I leave, hands are tied, Bottom line is I shut things down. I said, sorry, folks. Contacted all my customers and campers that were set up, and I said, I'm sorry, due to whatever technical difficulties, I'm not going to be able to honor your reservation. So we shut things down. And, because it was the height of summer, I was booked solid, whatever. So yeah, needless to say, my perception has changed. Now, so in terms of where I'm at now, I've been doing these videos. I got other things on the burner. I've been doing, I teach English as a second language on the internet, just part-time. And, like I said, I'm semi-retired, and, I have two daughters. One's graduating from high school, and so we thought about possibly, like I said, my wife's from Romania. We thought about selling out and just moving over there, and so different things in the burner here. But the interesting thing about all of this is when I first started, like I said to you, was I knew it was going to be economical, and in terms of who I catered to, average Joe camper pretty much came in. I had other, high-end clients. I think I might have mentioned before, photographer woman stayed for a whole month. She, did a lot of photography just around in the area and whatever. Had another woman come in, same thing, for about a month. She did her yoga classes online, and from the Yurt, whatever. So just some more high-end people. But to be competitive, I started low, and then I gradually moved my prices up. But not too much. Um, so yeah, so I've thought about I've looked at stuff like building um, like tree forts, like high end tree forts, and you can Google it. Airbnb has incredible tree forts, and $300 a night. I wasn't making no $300 a night, and book solid. These places are booked like year round, but they're high end and so forth. So um, so I've had thoughts of that, and then like I said, with my wife being from Romania, I've thought about doing some stuff over there. So um, I'm not going to elaborate a whole lot on this, but I'm just going to give it to you straight. Like I said, my primary reason, or one of my reasons for doing this was, obviously to make a living, and then or bring in additional cash because you know how well Social Security works, and was that, and then from a spiritual side, um, I am a born again Christian, so take it or leave it. But here would be my question to you, and it's to me as well. Okay, so in the Bible there is a Bible verse that says, "What does it profit a man if he gains the whole world but loses his own soul?" In other words, what does it profit me or you if you make $1 zillion in your business, but in the end of your life you lose your soul and basically you go to hell? To be blunt, okay, that's a question for you and for me, because every day I am I still have these ideas of you know every guru out there, make a figure in 6 seconds, whatever they say. And as much as I would like to, and I've been doing this um, since 1980 almost, it seems like, trying to do something on the internet and so forth, that question comes back and haunts me, so to speak, all the time. All the time. So I'll just leave it with uh, I'll give you nightmares on that one, or whatever you want to think of that. Okay, but that's where my heart is at. I just had a friend who died from cancer. He was 66, whatever, and had great time just the last year and a half, so forth, just getting to know him better. And life is short, folks. And in light of everything we've seen, at least over the last 2-3 years, I would say if you're not drinking Starbucks coffee or smelling the coffee, there is something up in a spiritual sense that's going on worldwide. And everybody has their belief systems. Nostradamus, you pick any spiritual guru out to. But I'm coming from the Bible, and I'm sticking with what Jesus has to say to me. And in particular, in light of this business, I've been trying to low key, or I haven't said much in the first four videos. I think I alluded to it, maybe the second or whatever. But this is where the rubber hits the road for me in terms of my perception and where things are going. Because I would love to start things back up. I could go and fight with the town, but I'll be honest with you. There's a lot going on out there in this world, and I look at things through spiritual eyes, through what the Bible has to say to me, and there's stuff coming down the pike that I'll be honest with you. If you don't know Jesus, it's going to be more than hell on earth coming our way. So I'd encourage you, if you want to talk to me, write to me. Once again, my email will be down below. I'll be throwing up other stuff, just maybe chronologically showing you the development of, like in photos, of how I did the business and so forth. If you don't want to talk spiritual things, that's fine. You want to just talk about economical things, or the whole business thing, that's fine too. But like I said to you, this is where the rubber hits the road for me in terms of the whole perception thing and where my life is going. And whether or not I go back and reinitiate things here where I am in Maine, we'll see how things go on. But we'll see. So I hope you've enjoyed these videos. The whole Smokey Bear thing, trying to stand out from other gurus out there. So yeah, I don't know what more to say, but I'm glad you guys had an opportunity to watch all these things. And like I said, we'll be throwing more stuff up there hopefully in the future. And so enjoy the weather, the summer. We still got some good summer camping days out here. So go out and enjoy. All righty. Take care.